I going to regret this? Probably. Will it be funny? Absolutely. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. Tonight, we are going to be doing the first episode of my stream playthrough of the iconic Lobotomy Corporation. Now, I do have a few mods installed. I will acknowledge that. However, these are largely just like general fixes to the state of the game. Like, there's one ability that doesn't work in the base game that the mod fixes, and then there are a few abilities that are broken in the base game's code that the mod fixes, and it also fixes a very, just a generally nasty, generally somewhat nasty memory leak that can cause the game to chug like hell. But yeah, this is going to be a completely starting from scratch playthrough. So as you can see, if I check the codex, we got 0 abnormalities, so let's go ahead and get things started. Doing well, enjoying the day off work? Nice. Start the new game? Yes. Accelerating energy conviction, activating memory repository, running Sephiroth protocol, synchronizing memory repository. It feeds off the evil that seeps out during conversations between people. Hi, Lancer. Hello, X. I give you a warm welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary. My role as an AI is to assist you in adjusting to your new workplace, so please have no worry in speaking with me or asking any questions. Have you ever met an AI with such a suave name? I was born from one of the wings of the world. It signifies that I am one of the best to exist in this age. Ah, I know what you must be thinking. Your eyes show that you think I look too human to be an AI. Am I wrong? However, there is a great difference between us. I am bound here. I cannot go wherever I please like you do. I may be able to operate the systems of this corporation to open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I cannot take a step outside this building to go bask in the sunlight or feel the gentle breeze. Now, in regards to my appearance, as you can see, the color of my hair is that of the morning sky after a light shower. The tone and shape of my voice is taken from the wisest person in the world. Lastly, my face is picturesque of the person who had the most beautiful smile. Don't worry, that was a joke. There can be no such person on this earth. My appearance was designed with attractiveness to the largest number of people in mind. If the way I look is pleasing to your eye, then I am working as intended. Moving on. Artificial intelligence is much more efficient in comparison to humans in terms of multitasking. I am the best in a majority of work fields. I am able to handle the work of several dozen people at once. I'm certain many people have lost their jobs because of me. It's such a shame. Well, enough with the introductions. Is there anything you would like to know? Could you inform me about the company? That is not a bad thing to ask about. Hello there, Playful Plan. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good one. Let me put it this way. Your world is constantly growing, and the demand for energy is exponentially increasing as technologies advance. All conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world further. In search of a solution, we happened to stumble upon mysterious beings whom we dubbed abnormalities. Then, we figured out that energy could be harvested from these abnormalities via a special method. To isolate them in a controlled environment, and then to harvest energy from them. Our corporation became one of the wings of the world for this discovery that benefits humanity in 2 ways. Once you are fully placed into the role as the manager, you will be able to access all current information on the abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings well to be successful in your position. For now, the encyclopedia's pages lay blank, but it will be filled out little by little. Don't concern yourself too much with it. It is the task of your subordinates to pen it. You joined the company at an opportune moment, by the way. Lobotomy Corporation is always looking for ways to improve its harvesting processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there was a new update to the system right before you arrived. That means the working conditions have been improved upon compared to those of your predecessors. Think of it as a small welcoming gift. Best of luck for us. I was just about to mention you. You don't understand the concept of patience, do you? Oh, pardon my manners manager. I was talking to one of the other AIs that work here. I should introduce her to you. Our facility is a huge one, and even I would have trouble managing it on my own. So someone determined that there should be an AI to assume head control of each department. If I were to be considered the cerebellum, they would be my cerebellum. If I was considered the cerebrum, they would be the cerebellum. Naturally, of course, I should be your most trustworthy and capable companion among all the AIs. Well then, shall we greet her now? You can hear rushed footsteps from behind. Manager! Manager! I arrived just on time, right? The time is only about 1 minute late. Well, I guess it still counts as on time. Congratulations on joining Lobotomy Corporation, Manager. I do not want to disturb this touching moment, Malkuth, but every second counts in Lobotomy Corp. Please make your introduction as brief as possible and go prepare for the meeting. Seems Miss Angela isn't in a good mood today. But, hey, at least the other Sephiroth are looking forward to meeting you. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I'm in charge of the control team. Since we're the control team, we have a great deal of responsibility. I'll try my best to help you out by improving the basic functions of the facility, Manager. I'm sure you're a bit nervous right now. It takes a bit of time to get used to things around here. I know from experience. Imagine if Project Moon made a Souls-like game. Oh god. But don't worry, I'll be sure to help you. I'm, not exactly the best at everything. I used to be a problem Sephiroth, you know. I would sew buttons onto a shirt in the wrong direction or add salt instead of sugar to food. But still, you can do it, just like I managed to. I'm sure you'll succeed, Manager. I'll give you an easy task since it's your first day here. Wish you the best of luck. Wham, 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 wham. I can't take it anymore. Manager, you're in there, right? I have to get out of here. Please, I know you're capable of it. You're the manager. You're not the same as the rest of us. You could do anything. Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working here in the control team? Every day here is a delight for me. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. I'll go insane. Nothing here is normal. Do you really think you can't handle it? Please, I don't want to be here. Let me out of here, please. Manager, even though you're the head of this facility, that employee belongs to my department, so I believe I can take care of this. Let me handle this, please. I'll let her handle it. Thanks for acknowledging my position. Please don't be alarmed. These kinds of things happen quite often. Alright, must be the first time you've seen something like this. Usually Miss Angela or I handle this kind of stuff. Just a tiny hiccup, nothing to worry about. No, please, Manager, please! Mission, you can do this. Goal, complete 3 work processes with the abnormalities. So every day we are instructed to expand one of the various teams in the facility. Today we are expanding the control team. Memory repository imprinted. This will become more important for a later date. Now, as the manager, we are given access to various employees. This is Courtney, our default employee. She has 1s in all of her stats and is equipped with the basic gear. We are also able to hire more employees, and these ones you can actually customize to your heart's content. So, that being said, let's see. I've decided that I'm going to try and name some of my nuggets, as they're called, the names of the employees, after some of the various folks in the, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, after some of the folks in chat. So, at the moment, we are going to be basing this employee off of my good buddy, Lancer. Now, Lancer does actually have Art of their Sona, so I am going to try and, let's see, I am going to try and base it off of them, their Sona, as best I can. Let's see. I forget. Let me take a look here. Trying to remember what your Sona looks like, forgive me. Let me see. Ah, yeah. Let's see, something like this, and let's see. I'd say that looks pretty accurate. At least to the extent that I can make it anyway. Let's see, do we have any other options for front hair that look better? That one actually looks a lot closer. Well, blue hair is an option. I just can't do like pale white. Like, I can do a gray, but I can't really do like a pale white. So let's just do it like this. There we go. Welcome Lancer to the company. They, alongside Courtney, will be managing the control team for today. Now, welcome to the basic layout of Lobotomy Corporation. Left click moves the area. Right click moves your window. And I just realized I should probably show the mouse for this one. I usually don't capture the cursor on the gameplay window, but I am going to capture it this time since it seems pretty necessary for LobCorp. Plus, we also got a unique cursor for the game. But yeah, we have our employees. You click on employee, you click on another box, they move there. This can include any of the regular facilities, and then also where the abnormalities are. This is our first abnormality. Spooky looking fucker. Each abnormality has a different type of work that you can perform on them. Instinct, insight, attachment, and repression. These correspond to the employees' different levels. Fortitude, prudence, temperance, and justice. In addition, each one of these also gives its own independent stats. Each abnormality will deal different damage type while working on them if the work result is negative, and generate energy if it's positive. So, let's go and have Lancer perform insight work on whatever the fuck this thing is. We'll figure out what your purpose is eventually. We also have various clerks walking around the employee. Clerks are second-class citizens. You can't command them, and they just kind of wander around. So, you know, they're perfectly fine to be killed off if an abnormality escapes. Lancer witnesses the solemnity of O0303 and reveres it. As Lancer's work proceeded, O0303 did not respond at all. Clerks, do you mean fodder? Exactly. Alright then. You'll notice that at the very end, Lancer took a tiny bit of damage. That is because while they were working with the abnormality, a negative box was generated when they failed one of the checks. Now, once we generate energy from an abnormality, we can check each one of these boxes to gain information about them. This includes the managerial guidelines, which work they prefer, and the basic info. Let's get their basic information for now. 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. So now we have a name for the thing. After you perform work with an abnormality, for a brief moment, a different colored result will flash on the screen depending on how well you did working with them. So let's send Courtney in to talk to 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. Give Lancer a bit of a break. But yeah, if you get a successful work result, you generate energy. If you get a negative work result, the employee takes damage. Courtney is understandably terrified of entering the containment unit. At times, 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds will menacingly click its teeth, but it's nothing to worry about. Youch, Courtney got 3 negative results in a row. She's not doing too hot with it so far, but it could be worse. Only those who deceive themselves can live truly happy lives. Ignorance is bliss. So you see that since Courtney got less boxes than Lancer, the face result was neutral. That is because the number of boxes the amount of energy generated corresponds to the outcome ranges: good, normal, and bad. Now, if we check the work list, we can see that level 1 and level 2 insight work extremely well with this abnormality. Meanwhile, all forms of attachment work very well with it. If we check the first guidelines, One sin in hundreds of good deeds will restore the employee's mental state when the work result is good. Kim Ji-sang, who received this benediction, commented that it felt refreshing. Anyways, with that, we have acquired all of the energy necessary. So, let us complete our day. As you work with employees, their various stats will increase depending on the types of jobs they do. They could even potentially get an increase to the level when the stat goes up high enough. We get money for the number of employees alive at the end of the day as well. Day 2. We must pick a new abnormality, one that we haven't seen. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. However, the curse continues eternally, never broken. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. Face the fear, build the future. That is the motto of our founder, the one whom we refer to as A. Tell me, if you had to choose one, what part of the motto do you prefer? Face the fear. We are the first humans of this world to discover abnormalities. Of course, with the exclusion of myself, as I do not exactly belong to humanity. How should I put it? We are pioneering an entirely new world in a brand new field of study. The discoveries we have made thus far are merely the tip of the iceberg. Abnormalities have been among us since the beginning. However, we have only just found their essence, their strange nature. We confronted them for the first time, and we faced fear itself. They were fundamentally an incarnation of fear. We increased the expansion level of the control team. The expansion level correlates with the number of abnormalities in each part of the facility. So, since we got a new abnormality, the area increased. Also, you'll notice down there that there is a designation next to one sin and hundreds of good deeds, Zane. That represents the abnormality's different levels. There are 5 levels of abnormality, increasing in terms of danger. Zane, which are the least dangerous ones. Teth, which are slightly more dangerous. He, which are about the middle of the road. Wow, which are very high-level abnormalities. And Aleph, the most dangerous abnormalities you can encounter. So, now that we have the option for a new employee, let's hire a new one. And I'm going to just base some of the general designs off of the folks in my audience, since I don't really have the text color of my audience members. So now we are going to have, this is going to be playful. Let's see. Randomize the hair a little bit. Can I choose how I look? I mean, if you have a specific, if you have like a specific like design in mind, then do let me know, but face the fear, build the future sounds cliche. I prefer face the future, build the fear. Yeah, I kind of wish this game had Twitch integration. That'd be pretty funny. Mm-hmm. 41 front, 28 back. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, 41 front, 28 back. Alrighty. What do you want with the rest? Alright, you're getting the ooh face. And we'll give you +1 in temperance. Welcome, playful plan to the facility. Alright. New abnormality. Seems harmless enough. Alright. Alright, let's start with attachment work. Now we can actually see both how long it'll take to work with the abnormalities and the success rate. So we'll send Lancer into work with 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. And let's send Playful in to work with this one. Can I smash the abnormality? I mean, you're going to work with a floating skull, Lancer. I don't think you'd want to have sex with that. Playful Plan could show that they are competent, then they may be able to draw FO4's or 83's attention. Most of the employees do not know the true meaning of the fairy's care. Let's see, they seem to be taking some damage, but they seem alright, and they even got a positive work result. Not enough to understand the true nature of the abnormality, but we can at least check what kind of work goes well with it. Let's see. Instinct seems to be the best option. Alright. And Lancer seems to be doing well with their work with 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. Nice! We have made half of the energy required for the day. Now, let's see. Let's have Lancer go speak with the fairies. And, you know, Playful Plan took a little bit of damage in that last fight. In that last encounter with the abnormality, so let's have them go talk to 1 sin. You know, just kind of see what's going down. Figure out what's going down. Clyfoth Meltdown level 1. Well, shouldn't be anything too major to worry about. Lancer seems to be doing well with the fairy, so the Clyfoth level. After a certain number of interactions with abnormalities, the Clyfoth level increases. This has put a meltdown timer over the Fairy Festival's chamber, over the Fairy Thing's chamber. So, now if we don't work on it in time, then the counter up there, the Clyfoth counter, will reach 0. Let's check the managerial guidelines for this, shall we? When the work result was normal or good, small fairies appeared around the employee. The small fairies will heal the employee's HP over a limited time. If an employee under the fairy's care is assigned to a different containment unit, they will immediately die and be consumed by the fairies. Now, I did a bit of lying there. My intent was to show off the fact that not all of the abnormalities at the start, they can seem very deceptive on the surface. So I sent Playful in there with the intent for the fairies to kill them. My apology. Glad to be here, can't wait to die in the stupidest way possible. Well, you avoided death that time, Playful. Don't tell me what I do and don't want to smash. I mean, that's your prerogative, I guess, but... good job somehow managing to survive my attempt to show that not every abnormality is benign. After the maximum number of PE boxes was produced once in hundreds of good deeds, it restored the mental health of every employee in the department. But yeah. For unlocking information about the abnormality, we get different upgrades, like the work speed and work success chance. But we also get the option to create weapons and suits based on the abnormalities. These will change the types of damage and resistances that employees have. There are 3 different types of damage: red damage, white damage, black damage, and pale damage. Weapons, everything has different resistances and deals different damage types. So for example, because the Zayn suit takes 0.8 damage from white, that means that it's useful for working with 1 sin. I knew the plan. If you wanted to show that off, do it around the time I recently leave the room. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I guess since we managed to survive it, I don't really need to show it off, but yeah. Now you know the problem with Fairy Festival. It's a simple abnormality on paper, but can insta-kill your employees if you're not careful. And that's something you'll learn very quick in this facility. Even the simplest looking abnormalities can be deadly. But with a 0% mortality rate, let's proceed to the next day. Every day starts with a new abno. Life is only granted for those who hold no fear of death. People have been committing sins since long ago. Why do they commit sins knowing it's wrong? Dude, your little angel is gnawing on our colleague's finger. I don't remember which one each of these are, so let's take the middle option. Why not? Greetings, manager. It marks 3 days now that you've worked here. The number 3 is a mysterious one. In the age of old fables, it is common for a mysterious entity to appear and tell the protagonist to utter 3 wishes. Sadly, I am not a major or billionaire that can grant your wishes. However, I do happen to know what your predecessors wished for. There were many aspirations, common among them was seeking some kind of growth. To lead the company to prosperity, to achieve spiritual maturity, you name it. Each wanted to flower in their own way. Which of those 2 would you want? I wish for the company to prosper. Your future is determined by what you do at this moment. Currently, you work for Lobotomy Corporation. In our company, you will see things that cannot be seen, and you will feel things that cannot be felt. You shall do impossible things. May your wish be granted. Perhaps you will become the best manager I have seen yet. So you may be asking yourself if your predecessors managed to fulfill their wish. I suppose what happened to the others is not important after all. I do promise to cheer you on for your journey to the final goal, though. There was a bit of confusion last time, wasn't there? Usually, I'm in charge of the security of your office. However, it seems like I failed to pay close attention to the Sephira meeting room. I heard a control team employee has resigned from the corporation. Good job. You do know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I'll take that as a no. I do sometimes miscalculate what information I should deliver to you and what I shouldn't. Some aspects of our company that I consider natural and obvious may come as quite a shock to you. We have a variety of roles here. It's like a well-structured play. Every actor has their role, and they must be faithful to their part without any error, synergizing with one another. Now imagine that one of the actors decides to leave the stage because they didn't like their role. The actor should have played their predetermined part at a predetermined timing before making their exit stage left. But to leave the stage without fulfilling their part means the life of that role and its actor are finished. That is what we mean when we say someone resigns. Great job, manager! You did exactly what I asked of you. I knew you could do it. You'll never guess how much I rooted for you back there. As for me, the day went alright. We covered a joint emergency protocol drill for my team. Not a single dropout or injury. Everyone did a good job. Not to say it was perfect, though. By the way, manager, have you seen something creepier than the abnormalities? Those entities that wander the facility, unable to be contained. Sometimes they manifest themselves within the corridors. The drill's no good when you encounter them since we don't have enough data, so always stay alert. No matter how meticulous our plan is, we can't control the unknown. Sometimes when I encounter them, I get a strange feeling. It's not fear or anything, it's some other sensation. Strange, isn't it? I feel nauseous when I think about... hang on. I feel nauseous, like something within me is palpitating out of control and it feels like I'm no longer myself. How could I describe it? Like something's wriggling inside of me, little by little. Goal: complete 4 work processes with a good result. The control team expands once again. Thank you for the hydrate. So, now that we have completed a mission from the control team, we get access to different options. We have Joint Command, order agents to work in other departments. TT2 Protocol allows us to accelerate the flow of time, and Assembly Summons, recall scattered agents to their home in the department's main room. All of these are extremely useful, but for now, I'm going to get my hands on Joint Command. And, let's see. Playful has high temperance, so we're going to hire an employee with prudence and fortitude. And since, let's see, I wonder if I can get a specific employee. Because I know there's a predetermined one in here that I want to try to get my hands on, because, you know, funny. Funny LobCorp reference. Where are they? Juliet, Slothiger, Kana, Tatiana, Dexter, Lewis, Quinn, Elena, Maxim, Jake, Yui, Dana, Xavier, Diva, Emma, Knox, Joel, Eugene, Sayubi, Hannah, Neville, Georgia, Owen, Nicholas, Mr. Kwong, Mason, Yumi. I forget. Let's just go with Tiffany here. We'll give them fortitude and prudence. Technically the tallest employee? That is true. Alright, so... Oh yeah, it's this one. It's the bird. It's the funny bird. Look at him. Adorable little fella. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Anyways, let's start our day off. Since Lancer doesn't have level 1... Well, let's have Courtney go work with One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds. We'll have Lancer go work with Fairy Festival. And let's see. You, new girl, Tiffany. Go talk to the bird. Let's see what this bird has to say for itself. It's got a blood stain on its chest, but other than that, nothing too out of the ordinary. At least in my opinion, anyway. Other work seems to be going well so far. Let's see. No messages yet from this thing. Feels like it's back in the forest in which it used to live when sitting on its perch. Tiffany never cheeps or chirps, however its stomach occasionally twitches. Tiffany is not doing well so far. They are very rapidly losing health. However, they are still alive. We'll take it. Okay. So instinct doesn't work on this thing. What about insight? Insight seems to be our best option, so we'll try that next time. But Tiffany is alive. That's the good part. Alright, so let's have Lancer, go talk to the bird. See what the bird wants. Tiffany, you took a bit of damage, so you go talk to One Sin and Hundreds of Good Deeds so you can get healed up. Well, actually, no, let's have Tiffany work with Fairy Festival to get healed up. There we go. And then we'll have Courtney go convene with One Sin. And now we can also get its escape information. It's a non-escaping entity, and it doesn't have a Qlipoth counter. Qlipoth counter is the thing right up here in the corner. That was tied to the bomb earlier that the explosion-looking thing that happened earlier when the meltdown occurred. If you do not interact with an abnormality before that timer runs out, then the bomb will go off, and their counter will instantly hit 0. That's usually a bad thing. Oh, perfect. So Tiffany was able to get to Fairy Festival right in time before the bomb went off. Nice. Alright then, Lancer. Let's see how you fare with the bird. The employee put a perch in its containment unit because it seemed to be bored. Majority of the time, it acts like any other normal bird, flying here and there in the containment unit. Few employees know of O0256's hidden teeth. Alright, neutral work result. Things seem to go just fine. Let's find out what this thing is all about. When an employee enters the containment unit of another abnormality, its Qlipoth counter lowered with a normal probability. Okay, so whenever you're working on other abnormalities, it gets angry. When it fell into a panic, the Qlipoth counter lowered. Okay, so you don't want employees to panic while in its containment room, and you also don't want to work on other abnormalities without working on it. Don't do it on time. Not only will the Abnos counter go to 0, you also lose energy. Ah, yeah, right. I forgot about that detail. But yeah, this thing seems to do red damage, so let's go ahead and get the equipment for 1 sin. And while we're here, we can also get the official name of this thing that I kind of spoiled earlier, Fairy Festival. And we can also get our hands on the full set of its work info. Instinct is always the best option with this thing. Level 1 and level 2 attachment are also pretty solid. It does red damage. It has a very high range for a good work result. And yeah. For the looks of things, Fairy Festival doesn't escape either. So that's nice. Meanwhile, this bird, we still don't know much about the bird. The bird might be the word, but we don't know much about this bird. Let's go have somebody work with the bird again. Tiffany, go talk to the bird. Go figure out what the bird wants. It'll be fine. And I guess while we're here, we might go a little bit over the, might as well just work on everything else while we're at it, so. Fairy Festival, Instinct work with Playful Plan. You can go do that. And then Attachment. Lancer, go talk to the skull again. Alright, Tiffany is going to go interact with the bird again. This should be fine. Oh! The bird has breached containment! I didn't expect this to happen so soon. Okay, so certain abnormalities, when their Qliphothr counter reaches 0, will breach containment, meaning they will leave their containment area and fly around, and start moving around, attacking employees. The bird has broken free of its containment. We need to suppress it. Tiffany, go beat the shit out of that bird. Oh, Tiffany's dead. Welp! This is fine. Rip Tiffany, I guess. The bloodstained bird returned to its containment area of its own free will. How could you do this? Not Tiffany. Fortunately, the game is prepared for imminent deaths, as... Let me go ahead and, that. Well, I think I'm gonna have to lose it anyway, but... Fortunately, the game is prepared for you to die horrible, awful deaths, as we can select the retry option and restart the day like nothing went wrong. See? Everything's fine. Now, notably, our managerial info for the day did get removed, but that's fine, because now we know that it likes insight. Tiffany, go work with the bird again. You totally didn't die from it last time. Petition to have a death counter added. But yeah, so now we gotta make sure that Tiffany gets into the thing's containment chamber before we start working with the other stuff. Or maybe we start working with the stuff before Tiffany gets to its chamber, and we'll figure it out. Anyways. Courtney, you go work with 1 sin, and Lancer, you go say hi to Fairy Festival. O0256 feels like it's back in the forest where it used to live when sitting on its perch. It never cheeps or chirps, however its stomach occasionally twitches. Alright. Things seem to be going very well. O0256. Yeah, everything seems to be going really well. Tiffany is generating a lot of energy from it. Nice! That was a whole 11 boxes. Good stuff, Tiffany. Good stuff. Let's see. So let's get more of its guidelines. When it fell into a panic, the Qliphothr counter lowered. It voluntarily returns to its containment after a panicking employee returns to normal. It also returns after a period of time has passed. Okay, good to know. so we don't have to manually suppress the thing. It'll just kind of go back on its own after a while. That is good to know, as the last time we tried to send somebody to manually deal with it, they got eaten by the bird. You know, I was making the stream I made the stream title as a general joke because there's a lot of birds in Lobotomy Corporation. I didn't realize that one of the very first abnormalities we got our hands on was going to be the bird. One of them, anyway. Bird just wants to explore. It wants to explore and apparently also eat people. Clyafoth Meltdown level 1, however, fortunately, it's on Fairy Festival. So Lancer, go work with the fairies again. Tiffany is making their way back to the containment area of the bird. It's not eating people if it's in self-defense. I mean, that's true. Tiffany smacked it with a baton, and then it ate Tiffany, so technically she started it. Anyways, we can get the ego equipment for one sin, hundreds of good deeds. Tiffany seems to be doing really well with the bird. Lancer got a good work result with Fairy Festival. You'll love to see it. And we completed our workday with no casualties this time. Nice! Mason was ordered to suppress O0256. When they tried to attack it, the central portion of the abnormality split and redacted. Afterward, Mason was confirmed to have died. The suppression ended in failure. Good to know. Do not manually suppress the bird. The bird will kill you. If you start a fight, then the bird is prepared to end it. Yup. But that's a workday done, and Tiffany didn't die this time. Success! Everybody got some good stat increases. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Time to pick another abnormality. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwarranted frenzy. Now everything will be just fine. Save us now and forevermore. The truth shall set us free. Tiffany died? Well, do you not remember the last attempt when she got eaten by a fucking bird? Do you take pride in what you do here? If not, this recent news will likely change your mind. After your arrival, the rate of energy output is increased by 13%. If you still don't feel the significance of this figure, let me add that it's a record-breaking percentage. How do you feel? I can take pride in that. Ever since you began working here, the company has been taking strides in improvement. This means that you're performing your role well. This shows that there should only be good news to come. A machine such as A machine such as myself doesn't flatter easily. It's good to know that you're happy with your work. I remember your face the very first time you came here. You were so withdrawn, face all gray and grim, and you were all nervous about my presence. Don't worry, it's okay for you to be happy now. Today's a rather special day. Do you see that bottle of champagne on the table? Allow me to pour you a glass. Shall we toast? Today's occasion is not something as monumental as someone's birthday or the company's day of founding. You lost an employee for the first time yesterday. I mean, yeah, in one of the earlier timelines, Tiffany did get eaten by a bird, but, you know, it is what it is. In fact, many more shall follow. I'm telling you this just in case you were unexpectedly shocked by the news. They had known the risks from the beginning. The company grows, fertilized by their sacrifices. It's as simple as that. I'm sure they would have felt proud of themselves as they took their final breath. Accepting their deaths with equanimity would be the greatest respect you can pay them. That's why I popped this bottle of champagne I've kept for so long. 3 cheers for the deceased, in memoriam of their noble sacrifices. Cheers. Allow me to give you a small bit of advice. To properly drink a glass of champagne, one should gently hold the lower stem of the glass, then take it in lightly, savoring the bubbles. Perfect. Just like that. I got Tiffany's death even though they're still here. True. You did it again, and flawlessly too. I myself have a lot of work to do. If you look at my notebook, my to-do list is always so full. But I know I can get through it. I should do my best, like I always have. I know I'm slower than the others. I always have to check my list or I'll miss something important. That's why I have this notebook with me all the time. Can't leave any mistakes, you know. I've been carrying it for so long it's almost worn out. It's been with me ever since I started working here as Sephora of the control team. I know Lady Angela worries about me from time to time, but I've got everything under control. I feel like this is maybe the kind of life I've been yearning for ever since a long time ago. Maybe before I was even capable of thinking. Feels as if I've wished for the same thing before, in some other place that wasn't the control team. Malkuth, please finish the report I requested by the end of today. Sure thing, boss. Got it right here on my list. I'll have it turned in by the end of the day. Well, I should get going now. Pleasure talking to you, manager. The AIs here, they're all unstable. With the exception of me. It's especially bad for Malkuth. You've noticed it, haven't you? I can't complain, though. It only makes it easier for me to control her. Complete 8 work processes with containment units under Clyfoth. Why talk about someone's death if they never died in the first place? That's true. Anyways, let's get the assembly summons. Actually, let's get the TT2 protocol. And it's time to... Well, actually, first, let's promote some of our employees. Lancer, you've been a very good asset for the company so far, so I'm going to give you a very high honor. I'm going to increase your Justice stat. Justice requires way more Lob to level up than other stats. All the other level 2s require 1, while Justice requires 3. But that is because Justice increases your movement speed, meaning that you're able to get around the facility faster. However, Lancer, because you have the highest movement speed, you're going to be working with the abnormalities farthest away from the center, meaning that your job is now to take out the bird. You have now been resigned to bird duty, Lancer. And of course, we are going to need some help in order to... You are going to need a bit of help in order to make sure that the bird does not kill you, so I'm going to equip you with the Penitence Ego Armor. This will make sure that you take less damage in the event that the bird does get a bit angry. Bird duty, okay, time to go smash G! I think I unintentionally made that joke in my brain. Anyways, Playful, let's go ahead and increase your... Let's do Prudence. And then Courtney, you can get a Fortitude increase. I don't feel justified in hiring a 5th employee at the moment. Anyways, let us begin. Now, we have this. A book. This book is very different from the other abnormalities, as this one is a tool abnormality. Tool abnormalities do not generate energy. Instead, they perform some kind of useful function when they are ordered to be used. So, let's do just that. Lancer, first day on the job as the new bird wrangler of the facility. Go deal with the bird. We'll have Playful Plan, go talk to the Skull. We'll have Tiffany go work with Fairy Festival. And Courtney, go look at the strange book downstairs. Alright, team. Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed! Things seem to be going well so far. Work with Fairy Festival and One Sin is progressing rather smoothly. Lancer is in the containment area with the bird, as expected. Okay, so Courtney has now used the book. Courtney now has a plus 15 increase to Prudence and a plus 8 increase to movement speed. An ancient-looking religious book that rests on top of a skinny lectern. Its numerous pages are written in old parchment. An employee who reads this book will experience an increase in Prudence. How nice! That seems very useful. You know, the bird seems to be very useful for Prudence. How about we go have Lancer read the book next? We could also manufacture an ego weapon for One Sin, and we get the escape information of Fairy Festival. It is, of course, a non-escaping entity. Let's see. Lancer, go read the funny book. I'm sure everything will be fine. Go read the funny book and then work with the bird again. In the meantime, we'll have... Let's have Courtney go work with the Fairy Festival. Lancer, go do insight work with the bird again. And Playful Plan, go do attachment work with the skull. Alright, a Clyfoth meltdown is occurring. Specifically, it requires us to use Skin Prophecy. Now, while... Oh, now that we also have this thing's name now. The Skin Prophecy. Bit of a questionable name. Lancer seems to be getting pecked to death by the bird. Not exactly a very good sign. But they did survive. We now know the bird's name. Punishing Bird. It does 2 to 4 red damage, can produce a maximum of 12 boxes. It also has a Clyfoth counter of 3 now that we know. Skin Prophecy, we've also unlocked its second use information. Its believers prayed that its sanctity would last forever by binding the tome in human skin. The book can be read until one's prudence reaches its limit. That seems slightly concerning. Well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Don't get me killed while I'm gone, and if you do, it better be funny. Better tell me if it's funny. I'm fine with dying, as long as it's funny. Anyways, now that we're going to wait for Lancer to heal up a little bit, so in the meantime, we'll have Tiffany go work with 1 sin. We'll have Courtney go work with Fairy Festival. And Lancer seems about healed up enough now, so... Actually, let's have Playful go work with the bird. Let's give Lancer a break. Actually, let's let Lancer read the funny Skin Bible again. We have to use it 7 times after all. May as well. Alright, that's more work done with Fairy Festival. So we can get our hands on the Wingbeat Ego Suit. Something better for Lancer to survive the bird. We also completed work with 1 sin, so we can get another set of equipment from that. Playful Plan is now going to go speak with the bird. And we'll have Lancer read the Skin Bible again. Yeah! Good job. Everything seems to be progressing rather smoothly. Work with Punishing Bird seems to be progressing smoothly. Excellent. Everything is under control. We now have access to Punishing Bird's ego weapon and suit, which are also both based around red damage. Neat. Alright then. That was a very successful workday. Everyone survived. Lancer's Prudence increased to level 2. It only says Prudence 4 there because Lancer read the Skin Bible twice. Tiffany's Prudence also increased to level 2. So everyone's getting some upgrades. Nice. Oh, and same with Courtney. Wow, basically everyone's Prudence increased. Nice. Can I smash the skin? It's a book, Lancer. It's a fucking book. Now, interestingly, we haven't been selected to choose an abnormality today. Curious. Our founder, A, has said this to me many a time. Each successful experiment makes you a better person. The greatness of this company was founded on multitudes of trials and hardships. So you too shall become great. Each day in the company is another small experiment towards shaping your life for the better. How's your day been today? Well, of course it was fine. Let's spare the pleasantries, no? Manager, how has your life been? Nothing spectacular, just okay. Leading a normal life could be considered an achievement in this day and age. Although one can always improve the quality of their life. This is a simple metaphor, but the seed of a tree will not grow just anywhere. It requires fertile soil, the right temperature, and fresh water. However, most seeds fall on barren soil. For those malfallen seeds, stretching out their roots and sprouting even small leaves are challenges full of pain. I cannot provide you with water or sunlight, however I will do my best to tend the soil. The control team has been expanded once again. Alright, things seem to be progressing rather smoothly. I think we can hire a new employee. So let's do... D. Let's do Baby Yoda. And we'll give you... Let's give you upgraded fortitude. Welcome to the company. So, no new abnormalities today. Everything's the same as it was last time. So, Baby Yoda, you go work with 1 sin. Lancer, you are sent down to work with the bird once again. Tiffany, go work with Fairy Festival. And Courtney, go read from the Funny Skin book. And then we'll have Playful Plan upstairs just in case anything goes wrong. Also, Lancer is a suave employee. Interesting to note. Ah. Yeah, the game also has a bit of sound, has some sound design in it, so, for example, sometimes you'll hear chants and choir coming from 1 sin's containment room. It's a nice detail. Work with Fairy Festival seems to have gone very well. So let's make a weapon. And Lancer seems to have done just fine with the bird. So now we can get the bird's escape information. It has a maximum Clyfoth counter of 4. It is vulnerable to everything, however we do not want to try and suppress it by force as it will eat our employees. Let's see. Those who open the book will be enlightened to unimaginable truths. The one who have mastered the truths will be called by the prophets. This call cannot be denied. The more one reads, the more they will become vulnerable to white damage. Important to note. So the employees that read the book should not work with 1 sin. They can work with Fairy Festival and Punishing Birds, just not 1 sin, as 1 sin actually deals white damage. Alright, let's have Baby Yoda go read from the funny book. Lancer, you have to go down and work with the bird again. We'll have... You know what, let's have Playful go work with Fairy Festival. And then we'll have Courtney go work with 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. Damn, gotta fuck the bird again. Ah, perfect. Lancer was just about to reach Punishing Bird's containment chamber. How convenient. Alright, work with Fairy Festival seems to have gone just fine. Lancer is taking a bit of initial damage from Punishing Bird, but nothing too bad. Alright, let's manufacture another ego suit. And another weapon. Lancer's taken a bit of damage from Punishing Bird. But Lancer did survive. That's the important part. We do not have enough boxes to manufacture its outfit or its weapon yet. But Lancer survived. That's the important part. Anyways, we can read the skin prophecy one more time. So let's have, let's see, who hasn't gotten the skin prophecy today? Let's have Tiffany go read from the skin prophecy. We'll have, let's have let's have, yeah, let's have Courtney go work with Punishing Bird this time. Give Lancer a break. Well, actually, no, we'll have Lancer talk with One Sin. And Playful Play and go work with Fairy Festival again. We now have the final bit of information on Skin Prophecy. An employee who panics after reading this book will perish immediately. Ah! Good to know. Well, nobody's panicked yet, so we should be fine. Alright, Tiffany got a successful work result with the bird. Still not enough to get any of the bird's outfits yet, but since we only have a little bit of energy needed for the rest of the day, so Fairy Festival, that work will go to Tiffany. Lancer, go back and do your thing with the bird. And Baby Yoda, go do attachment work with One Sin. Lancer, you're not fucking the bird. Alright. Work with Fairy Festival seems to have gone well. Can get our hands on another weapon. We can also get our hands on another outfit from One Sin. So the weapon. Let's wait for the work with Punishing Bird to be finished. The bird is floating completely off of its stick for some reason. And let's, actually, I'm going to save up to get the weapon from it, because that is a gun, which is a ranged weapon. Alright. Successful workday. What did you say about Marathon? I did not. Alright. We got some solid promotions. Everybody got some decent stat increases. And we also got some, plenty of lob points. Day 6. She was so talkative before, yet in the end, loneliness was the only listener. I'm coming to you, you who will be reduced to ash like me. Dude, your little angel is gnawing on our colleague's finger. Class shooter, not a hero shooter. I mean, that's basically the same fucking, thing. Change the words around all you like, it's still effectively the same thing. As you are aware, there are numerous employees working for our company. A majority of them would like to know more about you as a person. Some will take initiative and attempt to approach you first. It's rather funny, knowing who you are, or will not do anything to improve their odds. There are no regulations to prevent them from coming all the way to your office to interact with you face to face, unfortunately. Seems like the one who set those rules in place did not consider situations like this. And I suppose this may be a good opportunity to show them that you're generous and caring enough to have chit-chats with your subordinates. Words tend to travel faster than you think. I will not stop you from meeting with someone if there are employees who wish to visit you, but please keep in mind that you do not have to do everything they ask of you. Simply thank them for their effort, tell them you hope that their work will go smoothly, and that will benefit both parties. Don't you think? You still following me? We need is a gesture of goodwill and nothing more. Don't go overboard and listen to whatever nonsense they have to say. Give them a vending machine, and the next day they will come knocking demanding a bar. I expect you to make the right decision. We now have access to the information team, as the control team has been fully expanded. I am in charge of the information team in its department. I'll give you a proper greeting later. Are you planning to open up the information department before starting the day? That I am. Still gonna be $40, so he took all the wrong hints from Helldivers 2's success. Alright. Day 6. Now, since we have access to more lob points, we get the opportunity to hire new employees, as we have a whole new department to look at. So, Playful Plan is going to be promoted to the new head of the information team. In the meantime, Lancer will stay up here with Tiffany, Courtney, and Baby Yoda with a gun. Let's hire... Let's hire Paul to help work the control team, and we can hire one more employee. Velasquez will join Playful Plan in the info team. Let us begin. That girl is on fire! Alright then. Start the day off strong, I see. Alrighty, let's get started. Newbie Paul will have him work with One Sin Hundreds of Good Deeds. Fairy Festival, we will have Baby Yoda work with them. Lancer, go chat with the bird again. And I have no clue what kind of work this thing would like, so let's just use Insight as a baseline. Playful Plan, go figure out whatever the hell this burning child is. The entries on FO102 are almost complete. So long as you remain cautious, work will successfully finish with her. FO102 seems frightened and moves to one of the corners of the unit. The match burns ever brightly, but FO102 does not move an inch. Ashes scatter around the containment unit. Half of the match still seems unburnt. There is no one inside the fire. However, its eyes gleam as if she sees someone. Okay. Let's see. When work result was normal, the Clyfoth counter lowered with a normal probability. Ah. Well then. Not exactly the best first impression, but it's better than nothing. Also, I forgot to equip everybody with new ego suits, doy. Ah, well. Okay. So, Insight work was alright with it. Let's see. It does do a form of physical damage, so either red or black damage. Let's see. Alright, things went well with the bird, meaning that we can buy a gun. We can make a gun using the bird's energy. Let's have Playful Plan go do instinct work with the match. With the match child, see if that goes well. Lancer, you go hang out with the bird again. Fairy Festival, let's have Courtney go work with them. Alright, let's see how things go this time. Alright, Clyfoth Meltdown level 1 on Fairy Festival. That one's not too bad. Should be easy to do. Only the hatch piercing it burns wildly. Okay. Almost burned through. It will be very dangerous. Playful Plan intensely watches it. There is no one inside the fire. However, its eyes gleam as if she sees someone. Yeah, we got another neutral work result. What about attachment? Okay, she does not like attachment. What about repression? Repression has common results. Well, shit. Oh, it's breached containment. Alright then, go suppress it. Let's see. Okay, one of the clerks is panicking. One of the clerks has a match on him. I don't think that's good. It seems to be... Oh, it exploded! Alright then, I guess we're restarting. Okay, then we've learned a valuable lesson, and we're all better off for it. We still don't know what the hell this thing likes, though. God damn it, I should have, Here, I'll retry and give everybody their equipment. I think that thing does red damage from what I saw. What I saw was very little, but, you know. Okay, let's see. Playful Plan... We'll give him, let's just give him Penitence for now, since that's the best default equipment we have. Lancer, you get Fairy Festival along with... Actually, no, let's give Velasquez Fairy Festival. Tiffany can get Penitence along with Baby Yoda. And then Playful Plan, you get Wing Beat. Velasquez gets Penitence. Lancer gets Wing Beat, so Lancer's all decked out in the fairy gear. Tiffany gets Penitence, and so does Baby Yoda. Alright. Good stuff. Now then, let's try this again. Lancer, your job description does not require you to fuck the bird. I have specified this many a time. But we do need to get your instinct work better, so go work with Fairy Festival instead. What, you claiming what the bird wants are two different things? Lancer, you're going to get fired at this rate. Do you want to be downstairs working with the matchstick child instead? Get your fucking dick lit on fire? Like the fiery and vibrant match, it stands motionless in the containment unit. Okay, Insight seems to be going well. Okay, it was a neutral result. Let's see. Okay, Insight level 1 and 2 give high work results, whereas everything else gives common work results. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Ah, the bird's happy. Nice. We can make the gun again. Alright then, Lancer, since you're so insistent on that, you can go work with Fairy Festival instead. Let's see. Once in, we'll have, Paul go do attachment work with it again. Insight seems to be our best option, so we'll have Playful Plan keep doing that. And let's see. Then we'll have, once Punishing Bird is up and at it again, we will have either Tiffany or Baby Yoda go work with the bird. The bird is the word. Alright, then for the bird, we will have... Yeah, let's have Baby Yoda go work with the bird. They've got high regular health, so they'll be fine. Okay, things with the matchstick child seem to be fine. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Hey! That's what I'm talking about. Alright. So let's get all the guidelines. Work result was normal. The Clifoth counter lowered with a normal probability. When it was bad, it lowered with a high probability. When it escapes, explodes after being near her target for 5 seconds. Many of the staff nearby sustained burns from the incident. Wait, I did see a matchstick above one of the other, one of the clerks last time. That's probably what this thing is targeting. Okay, so now I know. If this thing escapes, keep all the employees away from the one that has the matchstick. If the person that has the matchstick is one of the employees, then, I don't know, maybe just have them fuck off to another department or something while everybody else beats the child. It's time for a little child abuse. Please don't take that out of context. Anyways. Insight seems to be going well, so playful plan, go work with the matchstick child again. Tiffany can go work with Fairy Festival, and once Baby Yoda is out of the containment chamber, Lancer, you're going back into punishing Bird's containment area, and I don't want you fucking the bird. Ah, okay, this has happened. So, at specific Clifoth levels, it is possible that a Clifoth meltdown will occur. When this happens, different creatures will start roaming the halls of the facility. This, since it was orange, we have the Dawn of Amber enemies instead, the perfect food. These ones deal red damage, and they are vulnerable to also red damage. So, let's have Velasquez go work on suppressing them. And then we'll also have... Actually, Lancer, change of plans. Go suppress the grubs. Okay, Velasquez, please stop. Ah, Velasquez is dead. Alright then, that was a bad idea. Well, shit. Oh, and Baby Yoda is dead as well. Good. Ah, and Lancer's dead as well. Alright then, let's try that again. It wasn't my intention, Lancer. It just kind of happened. That's just how it happened. That's just how it played out. Don't shoot the messenger, man. Alrighty, let's hopefully things will go better this time. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Apologies, I need to take care of something real quick. Yeah, I don't know why something weird was going off with my PC, but we got it fixed. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Alright, things with Fairy Festival seem to have gone well. Things with Punishing Bird and One Sin are progressing smoothly. And hey, we did things well with the Matchstick Child. I should probably learn this thing's name. I'll get that next once we get enough work done with it. Alright, playful plan, go do insight work. We'll do attachment on Skull with... You know what, let's do it with Lancer, why not? Lancer needs more attachment. We'll have Baby Yoda go work with Fairy Festival. And then we'll work with Punishing Bird once we get the opportunity. Alright, we're at Clyfoth Meltdown level 1, but thankfully we can deal with that by having someone go work with One Sin. Burm, 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 burm. Alright, nice. Scorched Girl, that's the abnormality's name. Oh, and now we get access to his Clyfoth counter. Good. It's only 2, which is a little concerning. Did work already conclude with, Oh yeah, it did. Nice. Alright, Courtney, go do insight work with the bird. We'll have, Paul go do instinct work with Fairy Festival. And of course, Playful Plan will go do insight work with Scorched Girl when he gets the chance. And yeah, I was right about my guess that this thing has, deals red damage. Alright, so I was right about my guess with that. Alright, then we'll have... Actually, I'm going to keep an eye on the counter in the corner, because that, when that reaches max, that's when another one of those events that killed all my employees will happen again. Alright, we'll get the managerial guidelines for it, or at least one of them anyway. Okay, Dawn of Doubt green. Okay, that spawns, oh yeah, these things, okay. So they do red damage, they're weak to white, so actually the first floor being able to suppress them is very good. So let's have Tiffany go start attacking it. Now, these things are notable because if I remember correctly, when the Dawn of Green enemies kill someone, they will do like a bunch of stabs into the person's body, and that will deal white damage to everybody surrounding them. So we'll also have Lancer go work to suppress it as well. Alright, let's see. Where's Courtney? Okay, Courtney, you should not be working on suppressing that. Courtney, you need to get back to base and get healed quickly. Let's see. Let's see. How's Tiffany doing? Tiffany's taking a bit of damage, but she's doing all right. Let's see. Both Tiffany and Lancer seem to be doing just fine. Okay, Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany, you are taking a few hits, so you get back. Get back, go get healed. Tiffany, what'd I just say? Tiffany! Okay, good. Tiffany got away, thankfully. Let's see, Lancer's taking a bit of a beating, but he should be fine. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. It's not worth it. We can't suppress these things. I'm just ending the workday because these things, we have not been able to kill them yet. Well, maybe. Okay, we'll have everybody move back to the main room, and then they can all gank them when they're all rested and healed up. Because I want to try to take out these things. Okay, that thing moved back up there. Let's see. How's everybody's health doing? Okay, everybody's pretty solidly healed. All things considered, so... Everybody just work on suppressing these things. Just gank them. Okay, nice. That's one down. Let's see, how's everybody doing health-wise? Yeah, they can all go gank this one, too. Get that motherfucker! Oh my god, Velasquez, no. Okay, good. Velasquez got out of there before he got potentially injured. Playful Plan is still fine. Yeah, we did it. Okay, so now that we actually cleared that, so we got an increase to our energy quota. But yeah, that's mostly what those events are. They're just random events that'll show up when your counter reaches a certain level, and you gotta kill the abnormalities that show up during the event. But yeah, got that done. Nice. Alright, Playful plans up to, a grade 3 employee. Their prudence is increased by 1. And everybody got a bunch of stat increases. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alrighty, let's see. Day 7. Over time, her unbearable sorrow grew into a mournful obsession, covering countless lengthy hairs. You've pressed it numerous times, and you still have something you want to know about it. Nothing could compare to the music it makes when it eats a human. Alright, there we go. Sorry, took care of what I was having to deal with earlier. But these are all very interesting options. I think I'm actually going to take this one. The energy output of our facility is ever increasing. You have proven that you are much more capable than you originally perceived yourself to be. The High Echelon is watching you. Our founder, A, is among them. What do you know about A? A. He is a visionary. A farmer who sowed the seeds on a virgin soil no one had approached before. In time, he may express interest in meeting you in person. If that happens, you'll be able to make your dreams come true. Myself? Well, of course I highly admire him. But to be fair, he is the one that created me. He is also an enigmatic person. I imagine there are few who can truly understand him. In fact, to truly understand anyone is difficult. Will the day come that I understand you completely? Ah, hello. You seem like a lovely bunch of sunshine. Manager, you are the head of this corporation. You are supposed to set an example for others, but that outfit will warrant at least 10 penalty points in our department. The manager should be no exception. However, the rules state that a Sephira has no authority to impose penalty points on the manager, so I must let you off for now. I am Yesod, the Sephira of the Information Team. The Information Team is in charge of processing and archiving all the data of our company. New information is generated every day, and we need to focus and ensure that information is accurate, so we must concentrate and focus on our job at all times. It may be compared to a massive biblioteca. A single bit of misinformation could lead to an uncontrollable disaster. I'm sure you can understand the gravity of my work. Every sliver of the information that you read contains the despair and desperation of our employees. Please do not think lightly of that information. It seems you're curious about my outfit. I have an aversion to exposing any part of my body. I don't exactly remember when I started feeling this way, but it's likely I've been this way even before I joined the company. Yes, do you have any spare paper? Our department could use some. NetSoc, the rules state that we're not supposed to trade resources between teams. It should be in the very first page of the Sephira manual. Alright, stop giving me that sharp look, Mr. Viper. Well, I'm heading out. Not in the mood to get bitten today. What are you trying to say with that expression of yours? Is this entertaining to you? Does the nickname make you laugh? My apologies. I overreacted a bit. The other Sephiroth simply used my nickname as a joke, but the others use it in a more serious manner. I know there are many employees who genuinely despise me. Nicknames may be a childish thing, but there's no better way to describe a person in such few words. I personally like my nickname. What is your opinion, manager? I like the sound of it. Seems like we're in agreement then. I should get going now. I need to finish today's work. Oh, and I must send you the next assignment. Complete 4 instinct works. Alright. Now, the name of this abnormality sounds very familiar, so I am technically cheating a tiny bit because I know what this one does, but do we have anybody in the top department that has very high... Ah! Perfect! Finally! A job where Lancer won't be able to fuck the thing that he's working with. Oh! And would you look at that? Lancer actually got given the ego gift for one sin and hundreds of good deeds. Those of you that don't know, there is a chance that when working with a certain abnormality, you will be given its ego gift. This is a gift that will appear on a character's body and will give them certain boosts when acquired. So for example, because Lancer has the gift from one sin and hundreds of good deeds, not only is he better at working with it, but he also gets increased SP. Is nice. Nobody else looks like they've got any ego gifts just yet. Not that I've seen, anyway. Is that a challenge? It is not a challenge, Lancer. It is a warning and an observation. Let's see. Let's hire a new employee. Trying to find one that I like the vibes of. Yeah, Noah. You seem good. Let's give you fortitude and... Actually, let's just, I could just go... No, I don't have enough for max prudence, so let's just do prudence and fortitude. You can go work down here, and then do we... I know we have other ego gifts, if I remember correctly. Yes, we do. Do we? Ah, wait, I forgot to get the gun from the bird. Ah, well. Anyways, this is a machine that grinds humans into a bloody pulp. How ya? So, Lancer. Still think you can fuck this one? So now, if I remember correctly, insight work is the best kind of work to do on this one. And it specifically requires an employee with 2 or less fortitude. It's 2 or less fortitude and 3 or higher prudence, I believe. At least from what I remember, anyway. Let's make the gun from Punishing Bird stuff. Let Velasquez go work with Punishing Bird. Baby Yoda can go work with one sin. And Courtney can go work with Instinct. There's a hole, there's a goal. You know what? I don't know if I actually remember what's happening with this abnormality correctly, so I'm just going to let the next events play out perfectly fine. It's force of God damn it! Of course that's the first fucking description the game gives me for this goddamn thing. Will not be set in motion if nobody is nearby. Lancer works with it as cautiously as they can. In fact, its insides are said to be sophisticated, but no employees dares check it with thine own eyes. Now, you'll notice that this thing generates a lot of enkephalin boxes. Doesn't respond as it's still finishing up its leftovers. Well! Alright, so I got that wrong. Lancer's dead. Level 4 higher fortitude. 2 or lower temperance. That's it. Work result was bad. The Clifoth counter decreased. Reached 0. The next employee to enter the unit dove into it and activated it. Lancer, you're fucking dead. So it's temperance that needs to be higher. That's it. Right. It's insight, but it needs decent temperance. Level 2 or lower temperance and less than level 4 or higher fortitude. Alright, good to know. Let's try that again! Shit, do we actually have anybody with level 3 temperance? Fuck, I don't know if we do. We don't have anybody with level 2 or higher temperance. Shit. I could go back a day, but that would require me doing all the shit with Scorched Girl all over again. Fuck. And I don't have any lob points either. Okay, so I guess we just pray to God that this thing doesn't have a... I guess we just pray to God that this thing doesn't melt down, and in the meantime, we pretend that it doesn't exist. Once in a lifetime smash. Lancer, you were fucking ground to a pulp. I doubt that was enjoyable for anyone. Like, Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what, Lancer? I can't unconvince you of it, so fine. Think whatever you want. Next time I get the chance, I'm increasing your temperance so you're not going to jump into the fucking thing. And you'll just look at it. You're just allowed to observe it. You can't fucking jump into the goddamn thing. Okay, now we just have to pray that this thing doesn't get selected for the Clyfoth meltdown. If it does, we're fucked. Got ourselves some more ego equipment. Alright, Velasquez, go to attachment with 1 sin, and now we'll see if the fucking grinder down there gets activated. If it does, then I'm going to have to restart the day. For fuck's sake. Oh wait, how come did the throw a bunch of stuff in me redeem work? Let me see. Okay, good, it does. There we go. I think I was distracted by the fact that I got distracted by the fact that the fucking grinder machine down there ended up getting selected for fucking selected for the meltdown, meaning that I had to restart the day. Because if I remember correctly, when that thing gets selected for Clyfoth meltdown, it basically forces somebody to jump into it. That's what happens. It forces somebody to jump into the fucking thing. And that is something we don't want to happen. No, what the hell happened? It was level 2 insight work. That should have worked. I don't... Hey. Okay, now, I swear to God, if the fucking grinder machine down there gets selected again, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, thank God it's just the matchstick child. Okay, now Noah, you better do a better job this time. I know you're at Temperance level 1, but like, Jesus Christ, man. For fuck's sake. Welp. This thing's gonna breach containment, isn't it? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Okay, who got selected as a target for this fucking thing? Okay, it's one of the random clerks. Okay, so that means everybody else vacate the department for the time being. I said vacate the fucking department. Go there! Lancer! Lancer, why aren't you fucking moving? For God's sake. Well, actually, no, it's fine. The employee that was selected as a matchstick target ran away, so just stop suppressing it. Do not suppress it. Don't suppress it. There we go. Crisis averted. The matchstick girl exploded, and nobody was harmed. So I think she's just... Is she just out of commission for... Oh, no, wait, there she is. She just showed up back there like nothing happened. Cool. Okay, now Noah, for the love of God, please don't fuck this up. I swear, I'm spending my law points on getting everybody fucking... Hey, Akira, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Super appreciated. 4 whole heckin' months. Enjoy your emotes and your Astolfo Bean. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam.
If the bun's I for 15 waves, I for 15 hard.
It is indeed the bun. Alright, so we've got Fruit of Understanding as our suppression this time around. These things don't really do too much damage, but they are tanky. And they deal black damage specifically, so... Let's have Baby Yoda start working on suppressing the one up here, and then down here we can have Playful Plan and Lancer. Now, black damage does a bit of both HP and SP. Okay, Lancer, you get back. This one still is, Alright, let's see. Okay, Baby Yoda's still fine. Okay, you two stop suppressing it. Go get healed. God damn it. Okay, good. They killed that one before anybody could die, thank God. Okay, Baby Yoda, stop suppressing that one. Hey, we got it. Nice. Easy peasy. Oh, Punishing Bird escaped. I mean, I'ma just end the workday, thanks. Nobody died. We only got 2 lob points, really? Hey. One day you'll understand the meaning of the desperation on their faces when the roulette spins. You pressed it numerous times and still have something you want to know about it. This is a recording of the day we must never forget. Let's do the recording. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if one of your subordinates, who is harvesting energy from an abnormality to meet quota, shall face certain death doing so? This is a very basic question, so I'm sure you know the right answer. We must continue producing energy. That's not the perfect answer I was expecting. The true answer would be harvest enough energy before such a situation could arise. Lobotomy Corporation is an industry giant, and its mission to produce energy is our top priority. You do seem to listen to my words. I expect you to manage your subordinates with that attitude. The information team has been expanded. Alright, so now I know what I need to do for the grinder downstairs. And Velasquez, I will give temperance level... well, who has the... do I have anybody that has high enough prudence along with that? Because... I could do playful plan, actually. He's got low enough fortitude and almost enough temperance. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, there we go. I probably should have I probably could have afforded to increase Noah's temperance too. I think... I'm actually going to swap Noah and Velasquez around, because Velasquez has level 2 prudence, but also level 2 temperance. So I feel like he'd be better at working with Scorched Girl. Meanwhile, we can keep Noah in the upstairs department. Alright, let's see. We also have new ego suits. This I'm going to give to Velasquez. Yeah, we're going to give Velasquez the beak ego suit. Playful plan, the grinder does white damage, so that's fine. Lancer, also enduring red damage. Yeah, that one's fine. Courtney, you'll get this. And as for the weapons... yeah, Velasquez gets the gun. There we go. Ah, it's the noises. Good. If I remember correctly, the noises need repression work. Alright, so let's start. So, Skull will have Noah work on. Punishing Bird, we'll have Courtney work on. Fairy Festival, Baby Yoda can work on. Now I put my plan into motion. Insight work, Velasquez, Scorched Girl. The Grinder, Insight work, Playful Plan. And whatever this thing is, Repression work, Lancer. Okay. Now, hopefully, we should be able to get things right this time. I have a strategy, and hopefully it works. Okay, so far so good. Things seem to be going well so far. It ended up with landing on Singing Machine again. And of course it did. Okay. Okay, work with the child seems to have gone well. Nice, that's a positive work result. Good. Okay, now moment of truth. Does Baby Yoda or does Playful Plan throw himself into the meat grinder? He didn't, thank God. If I remember correctly, okay, Insight works common. Attachment works very low. Repression work is also common, alright. But we got a successful work result with this thing somehow. We take those. Lancer, no. Alright, nice. We got all the info on Scorched Girl. The equipment is 4th Match Flame. Very high red endurance, but not very good endurance for anything else. I'm guessing the Ego Weapon probably damages other people around them. And the 4th Match Flame Ego Gift is just holding a fucking match in your mouth. Cool. Yeah, now that we've got that maxed out, Scorched Girl should be a lot easier to interact with. Singing Machine is still a bit of an iffy one. Mostly because I don't think the fucking thing actually has any, anything that gives a high work result by default. Let's see, how's Lancer doing? Lancer seems to be alive. Repression work seems to be going somewhat decently well. I don't remember what kind of work is good for this thing. Is it repression? Yes, it is repression, but it requires level 3 for a high work result. And I don't think anybody in the department has a repression level that high. Alright then, add that to the list of things I need to deal with. Fucking hell. But this is good. This is good, this is good, this is good. Okay, Playful Plan, Meat Grinder, Insight work. That's a high result of being successful. Scorched Girl, Insight work. Velasquez. This thing, Repression work. Once Lancer gets better. This thing, Attachment work with Baby Yoda. Punishing Bird, Insight work with Tiffany. Fairy Festival, Instinct work with Noah. I am actually going to make sure that I do a bunch of Instinct works today because I have that mission from Information Team. The Clyfoth Meltdown condition I'm not really going to be able to achieve for a little bit. Because it needs 8 Clyfoth Meltdowns in one fucking day, which is a bit much to ask for at the moment. Actually, wait, hang on. I'm gonna send one of the... I'm gonna wait until Dawn Ordeal begins, and I'm only gonna send one employee over. Ah, god damn it. What the... It was going so well. Oh, wait. Instinct level 3 works well with it, but then if they get too high on Instinct, then it'll end up, they'll end up having to get thrown into the meat grinder. Alright, then. We retry! This is the true LobCorp experience, ladies and gents. He's only got Fortitude level 2, so I can't really do that. Suppose I just have to hope for the best, I guess. Also, that was on a high chance of a positive result. High chance my fucking ass. Alright, then Fairy Festival, we'll do... See, Instinct, insight. Yeah, instinct with Baby Yoda, yeah. Okay, please, for the love of God, let this go okay. Because the thing is, if I remember correctly, Singing Machine is a very high power abnormality, meaning that it has a lot. It can generate a potential lot of energy, but it can also do a lot of damage to an employee. So if that thing like fully fills up with negative, like bad luck that we had last time, he'll end up going insane, and there's not really much we can do about it. Okay, good. Things with Scorched Girl went well. Got hers all filled out again. We got everything manufactured for one sin, which is good. Punishing Bird, we still have some to manufacture for. Fairy Festival, we can probably get all of, at least a bunch of these anyway. Okay, Lancer got a neutral result with this thing, which isn't too bad. The higher the agent's fortitude was, the lower their success rate when working with it. Maybe due to the fact that violent tendencies tend to flare rapidly due to its influence. Okay, so higher fortitude bad when working with the funny sounds. Thankfully, Lancer is fortitude 1. Okay, next bit of info. When work result was normal, it lowered with a normal probability. When it was bad, lowered with a high probability. When it panicked during work, the counter lowered. Okay, so just a lot of things could potentially go wrong with this. Ah, wait, shit. Please, Playful Plan, please fucking make it. Ah, shit, I don't think he is. We might be fucked here. Damn it. I didn't notice. I was too busy reading the fucking thing and I forgot to pause. Like, I forgot to pause time when I was reading that Abno's description, so I ended up paying the price for that. Shit. Well, let's try it again. Okay, but repression work with the thing down there seems to be going fine, so we'll keep doing that. And back, how is Dawn? Things have been going decently well so far. You have been resigned to working with Singing Machine. Hasn't been going too well so far, but, you know, we're trying our best. I don't know why I thought taking Singing Machine was a good idea. I thought I could handle it. I clearly couldn't. Oh, wait, this is actually fine. We can just have Paul go use the fucking skin prophecy. We don't have to worry about that today, at least. Well, you seem to be doing a decent job with the meat grinder. Yeah, that went alright. I want to get this thing's name figured out as quickly as possible, because then we'll be able to track its, Clyfoth counter, which is important. Okay, instinct work is also common with this thing, so honestly I could just do instinct work with it right now, since I actually need to do that for the information team mission, so I can just do that. Alright, let's have Courtney go work on Fairy Festival. Let's have Velasquez go do insight work with Scorched Girl. Let's see. We could have, let's have Playful Plan actually go do instinct work with that thing down there, the noises. The static TM, whose name I forget at the moment. Then we'll trigger the orange dawn from the looks of the thing. Oh, god damn it, it's the fucking maggots again. I don't know if we'll be able to do that one. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, things went well with the Match Flame Child. The good news is that a lot of my facilities are upgraded with red damage resistance in mind. Though that being said, we could still have some issues. Okay, he made it out of there fine. The work result was neutral, but that's alright. Alright, now we'll have somebody start working with one sin, and then we'll see if we can handle the... Actually, wait. Let's have, let's see. Who here has the weakest, red resistance? That'd be Noah. Alright, Noah, go work with that. Alright, so then this should trigger the Ordeal of Dawn that we should hopefully be able to deal with. Fingers crossed, Keck W. So now, if I remember correctly, the main thing with these guys is that the more people they kill, the more they multiply, if I remember correctly. So we just gotta suppress them quick and fast. That's at least from what I remember, anyway. They'll start multiplying, so we gotta kill them quick and fast. Okay, Lancer, get out of there. Okay, those two seem to have things covered down there. How are things going up here? Okay, Playful Plan, you stop suppressing down there, and then up here... Oh, Jesus Christ, Courtney, stop. Damn it! Ah, fucking hell, we almost had it. Ah, well, Playful Plan died as well. Alright, we gotta retry. Alright, well, this one will have Courtney. Alright, Punishing Bird. Insight work with Noah. Fairy Festival. Instinct with Tiffany. Alright, cool. I remember now why Lobotomy Corporation takes so much energy out of me, because it's just so many of these abnormalities are such bastards to deal with. Alright, things went well with Scorch Girl again. We can get all this. God damn, it's Orange Dawn again. Hey. Alright, Velasquez, go do inside work with that. Fairy Festival. Baby Yoda, go do instinct work with that. Hardest dawn in the early game? Oh, absolutely. It's fucking... It's just a fucking nightmare. Alright, nice. Things are going well so far. Okay, let's see. How healed up is... Alright, Playful's fully healed up, so you go back and do instinct work with the meat grinder again. Velasquez, go do insight work with Scorched Girl, and then I think that should get us up to... Yeah, that'll get us up to the point that we need one more to trigger the dawn, so then I will, I'll trigger it with one sin, so then afterwards we can start working on that. But no, yeah, Amber Dawn definitely feels like it's the most brutal to deal with in the early game, just due to how annoying it is, honestly. Alright. Get basic information on it. This thing is the singing machine, as mentioned previously. It does a fuck ton of damage. Okay, its Clyfoth counter is still at 1, thankfully. Alright, Scorched Girl's work going fine. Alright, so now... we send... We send Paul in to work with this and then get everybody ready to go suppress Amber Dawn. Alright, there's Amber Dawn. Alright, so I'll leave the ones up top there for now. Hopefully they won't go picking fights with the Nuggets and they'll just stay in that one hallway. While I focus down here on making sure that everybody's able to take care of it. Okay, Velasquez, get out of there. What the fuck? Why was Velasquez on 0 health? Alright then. No, yeah, I know the worms can move. Oh, god damn it, Paul's fucking dead. Hey. Jesus Christ, this suppression's such a fucking pain in the ass. Playful. Hey. Try that again. And pray to God we don't get fucking worms again. Alright, we know the drill by this point. Instinct work, yada yada. Yada yada, bloody blada. Attachment work, you. Fairy Festival. Instinct work, you. Insight work, bird. Pray we don't get Amber Dawn this time. If we get it 3 times... I forget if the fucking... which type of Dawn is the I forget if the types of Dawn are fucking randomized. If we get Amber Dawn again, I just don't know if we'll actually... I think we'll just have to fucking quarantine that section of the goddamn facility. Okay, Red Dawn is fine, honestly. Honestly, that one's fine. That one is fine as long as we're on top of it. That one is fine. Sure, the little clowns might be bastards, but they're fine. They're not going to have to, like... Oh, god damn it! It was going so well. Fine. Hey. Playful plan, if you do that, I'm going to let you die to the fucking meat grinder next time. Yay. I always forget how much of a fucking RNG fest this game is. Just, like, both early on and in general. If it's Amber Dawn again, I swear to Christ. Okay, Red Dawn again, perfectly fine. As long as nothing else goes wrong at the very, very start of the goddamn run, then hopefully everything should be fine. Theoretically... The circus is coming, but you're already straight. Wow! Wow! Youch. Man, between the fucking clown diss and praying that I get Orange Dawn again, I'm starting to think you don't really like me that much. Just a suspicion I have. I just, like, constantly hoping for your downfall. I mean, to be fair, that's what most people do when they watch anybody stream Lobotomy Corporation. Most people do not have the mental fortitude for this game, however, I am clinically insane. Most people don't have the mental fortitude for this experience. However, I am, in fact, clinically insane, so I have enough mental fortitude to hopefully survive this game. Alright, what's this thing's Clive-Off counter at? Oh, God. Is it gonna go off? Okay, thank God. Okay, now that's done, I think we just don't touch Singing Machine for the rest of the day. We have information on it, or at least some information on it anyway, so I feel like we just don't touch it now. Okay. So now... These are like another manager I had who was not like another manager I had who was a complete idiot. I mean, I have some semblance. I know somewhat what I'm doing with this game. I've watched a lot of videos. I've watched a lot of videos on this game. I am a PM fan. I have at least some knowledge of what I'm doing. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. Oh God, he's immediately going for fucking Singing Machine. Everybody panic. Fucking kill the clowns immediately. What these fucking clowns do is that they tamper with the fucking containment areas to not only steal unique PE boxes, but also tamper with the fucking Clifoth counters, potentially reducing them to 0. So, kill this clown before it makes Singing Machine go off. Thank God. Okay, the clown exploded and a clerk died, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't care about clerks. They're second-class citizens. Oh, wait, the other clown, that was the clown from up top teleporting down here. Okay, good. Thank God. Crisis averted. I hate when my brain works faster than my hands and I skip a word or two. That's understandable. But okay. Okay. We need a ranged weapon? Well, Velasquez has gun. Velasquez has the bird gun. But yeah, I think for one of my last bits of work today, I am going to have somebody else do insight work on punishing bird again, so that way we can get another ranged weapon. We do have Singing Machine, however, I'm a bit far off from being able to get its ranged weapon. We also have Scorched Girl with fourth Match Flame, but I think that's another one of those weapons that can also do a bunch of damage to other employees in the area, because I know that there are some weapons in the game that do like AoE damage, or like friendly fire on other nuggets. Send me in again, I totally won't die. Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. Why do I not trust you? Oh, wow. Courtney got a fucking perfect work result with punishing bird. Nice. Let's see, do we have enough? We're one shy of being able to make another fucking gun. God damn it. But we completed workday 4. Thank God. Worked on it before, so I should be okay. Well, I mean, you've had a 50-50 work record with Singing Machine. Like, half the time you do it just fine, and half the time you end up dead, so, you know. It really makes itself into the safest place on Earth. Okay, that's the shelter. The tree simply reaped from what it sowed. The satisfaction is only temporary, though. Let's do this one. Manager. Among these 3 letters of the alphabet, A, B, or C, which would you select? I'll pick A. So you've picked one? Good. Now please listen carefully. The letter A is a fascinating one. My name starts with it as well. Those who choose A are sensitive to the opinions of others about them and are results-oriented people. They're excellent listeners and loved by many. People will flock to them. New pastime among employees find it rather uninteresting. No scientific basis behind the observations, but admittedly a little fun to waste time with these tests. You know, maybe I can imagine whether I would have been this kind of person if I were human. Is it too odd for me to think about that? You've exceeded my expectations despite your first impression. Allow me to explain your next... Yes, odd. I just heard your team had a ton of casualties. How many times has it been now? Shouldn't you beat your team's side? It looks super depressing over there. Accidents happen. I want them to understand that it's not a big fuss. Dwelling on it only encourages them to cry more, and it will eventually tire them out. IMO, don't like Angela when you get later into the game. Angela can definitely be a bit of a bastard, just both in this game, in both this game in general, this game's ending, and just the general overall Project Moon universe. But she has her reasoning. But people died. Maybe you should say something like, at least some half-hearted commemorative speech to cheer all the employees up? I mean, we should lead our departments and all. Perhaps your aim is different from mine then. I see no point in being sentimental. Caring too much about the respect of our employees, the little complaints they make will steer you away from what's truly important. Well, I'm just saying. Guess there's no right answer, is there? We're both busy, so I'll see you later. What do you think, Manager? Should I go comfort them for the sake of the department's morale? I'd say you should. I'm honestly surprised to hear that from you. Do you think it's realistic for you to show up in every department every single time an accident occurs? You, the man who spends the whole day incessantly watching employees die through that shiny monitor of yours? I could take it that you're only saying this because you're inexperienced and are still clinging on to the vague sense of goodwill, Manager. Such style of sympathy does no good in the corporation, so I urge you to be rid of it. Complete 5 insight works. I mean, I personally felt that it was... Display. Let's see. Interfaces, biometric information of abnormalities and agents will be available. This, I feel, is really important. Okay, so let's see. Lancer, I'm going to upgrade you to Justice level 3. Jesus Christ, that requires fucking 6 lob points. No, maybe not, actually. Like, as much as I want to, I feel like it's more important to get Fortitude up on, Playful Plan, so that way we can actually, actually work properly with Singing Machine without having, potential casualties. And then, do we have anybody on the upper layer who has both do we have anybody that has both Fortitude and Temperance? Okay, Velasquez has 2 Temperance and 1 Fortitude, so I'm going to strengthen up Velasquez a little bit. Because I know eventually Playful Plan is going to reach Fortitude level 4, and then he isn't going to be able to work on Singing Machine anymore. Because if you remember, God, clerks aren't employees or even people. But if you remember, Singing Machine, if an employee with Fortitude 4 or higher works with it, they'll instantly die. So once Playful Plan's Fortitude reaches level 4, he can't work on Singing Machine anymore. I forget what that mirror does. Well, whatever. Alright, let's start. Singing Machine, Instinct Work, Playful Plan, Scorched Girl, Insight, Velasquez, this one, Repression, Lancer, so I can try to train him up to get Justice level 3. 1 Sin. Well, let's see, Punishing Bird, Insight, Courtney, and Fairy Festival, Instinct, Baby Yoda. No, I have seen an employee die. Lancer jumped into the fucking Singing Machine twice. It was a struggle snuggle. Shut the fuck up. It was not a struggle snuggle. You fucking died. Either that or you lost the struggle, I guess. Because, yeah, Instinct Work level 3 is high, but once you get to level 4 or higher Fortitude, you're gonna want to jump into the fucking thing. So, yeah, Playful Plan can work on Singing Machine, so long as his Fortitude does not increase over level 4. Once it gets to level 4 or over, we gotta send somebody else to start working on it. That's why I'm already training up Velasquez to have both level 3 Fortitude and level 3 Temperance. You see, we're planning for the future here. We are planning for the future. Okay, it's Red Dawn again, thank God, so that should be easy to suppress. I'll gladly not have to work on Singing Machine anymore. It'll happen eventually. What's got you so upset about Singing Machine, Playful Plan? It's just a It's just a fucking murder grinder. You know, nothing to be scared of. It's just a fucking murder grinder. It's fine. You'll be fine. Now go talk to the murder grinder again. It's fine, you're fine. Go talk to the murder grinder again. Everything's okay. Not super upset about working on Singing Machine just because I don't work on other abnos that much. That's true. I mean, usually my personal approach when it ends up coming to LobCorp is usually I end up like trying to specialize employees around specific abnormalities. And unfortunately, Singing Machine has such like specific requirements that it's very difficult to try to optimize somebody for something else. Oh, wait, right. We only have to worry about the Clyfoth counter decreasing on Singing Machine when the work result is bad. So if it's neutral, we don't really have to give a fuck. But yeah, that's usually how my thought process ends up going for LobCorp. Unless it's, like, specifically an abnormality like the fucking teddy bear or something, where 2 or more people have to work on it, otherwise they die, then I usually just end up specializing employees for specific abnos. That's just how my thought process works when it comes to this game. Like, I feel like just, like, generalization at the cost of, like, having all the employees, like, super generalized at the cost of, potentially causing problems is a mentality that'll get you killed here. So, I personally feel that it's just best to kind of, like, specialize employees for, specific jobs. Hey, Green Eagle 5000, thank you for the follow. Super appreciate it. But yeah, that's just my personal thought process when it comes to this game. If other folks have a different methodology that works for them, then hey, more power to you. All right. Where are the clowns? Get them, motherfucker. Get them motherfuckers! Kill the clowns! Kill the bastard clowns! God, they spawn so far away. Well, Punishing Bird isn't the worst abno to have the Clyfoth counter lowered on, because with Punishing Bird, you can just kind of fucking, Wait, why'd they stop suppressing this? What the fuck? Why are you guys going up there to suppress that one? Why did everybody switch which version of the fucking, clown they were suppressing? That was so weird. They literally flip-flopped which one they were suppressing. That was weird. Every manager I see do a red ordeal for the first time. That's fair. I mean, to be honest, most of us managers, when we first start the job, are pretty fucking funny to watch. Like, most first-time PM players, when they end up... Most first-time PM players are honestly... Or most first-time LobCorp players are pretty funny to watch most of the time, honestly. Just because of how bad we are. Like, I fully admit this. I am a dog shit manager compared to, like, the really good people that have, like, beaten the fucking game with, like, only one fucking employee. Just a single fucking bong bong. Honestly, props to the people that could do that. I could never fucking manage that. I could never fucking manage to beat the game with only one fucking bong bong. Hell no! That would not go well. I don't think I can complete the control team mission again now, just surely because of the fact that we don't have enough abnos. so I'm not gonna worry about that for now. In the meantime, let's keep training Lancer's repression skill, insight work with Scorched Girl, and my goal here is just kind of to get some work done on just generally everything, so that way we can get a lot more ego equipment, and I'll be better prepared for next time. Ah, Punishing Bird escaped. Oh well. It's like, ah, Punishing Bird escaped. Anyways. I don't know how you can beat the game with one employee. I watched the video last night, and it just seemed like a hellish process of trial and error. It just seemed like a hellish process of trial and error. Alright, all the managerial guidelines for Singing Machine have been acquired, so that means that work with Singing Machine is going to be very effective. The work result with the static was bad, but honestly, I don't really care. Honestly, I don't really care. We have our, penalty for breaching abnormalities, -1 LOB. Well, actually, I can just wait for Punishing Bird to return to its containment of its own accord. Like, I don't really have to do anything. I can just kind of sit here for a sec. Although the static is, being a bit of a problem. But honestly, it's fine. We just kind of let Punishing Bird do its thing. It'll return to its containment of its own accord eventually. Lancer, go do repression work with the static so the thing stops fucking screaming at everyone. The static is filling the hallways, but honestly, it's fine. Like, it's just static. It can't infect any of the main areas, so... Punishing Bird will return to its containment eventually of its own accord. We just kind of have to let it wander around for a little bit. It's fine. It'll go back eventually. Look at this fucker. Look at this little bastard. Okay, the static has not stopped. I forget, what does the section steadily increased until the Clyfeth counter was recovered. When it was good, Clyfeth counter increased. Ah, so we have to actually do work with this thing until it gets a good result. Okay. Ah, yeah, that's what punishing Bird does. It just kind of pecks at ya. I forgot that it does like basically no damage. It just kind of pecks at ya. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. The static, ironically enough, the static hasn't infected the hallway that the static hasn't infected the hallway that the fucking static beast is in for some reason. I don't know why, but it just hasn't. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Everything is under control. It's fine. See? Lancer's gonna get a good work result with this thing, and then the static will go away. It's fine. chat, it's... And he didn't get a good work result. Oh, well. 1.76 megahertz, that's the name of this fucking thing. Well, whatever, it's fine. This doesn't count as a breaching abno, so I can just end the workday. We did it! Everyone was alive, it was a bit of a shit show, but it's fine. God damn it, Playful Plan is Fortitude level 4 now. He can't work on the fucking grinder anymore. Welp! Was good while it lasted, I guess. Keck W. Manager, is there something wrong? Oh no, photorealistic Angela. Ah, I see. May you wait just a moment. If you cannot bear to look, you should close your eyes. Usually it's fine. Usually saying it's fine in LobCorp means the opposite. There, I fixed it. There was a system error. How strange, it shouldn't have been so easily compromised. It's a technology originally developed during the war and now used widely for commercial purposes. It's not that impressive of a technology, really. The human brain is fragile. Seeing such a cruel, shocking sight may unintentionally lead to momentary shutdown of the brain's function. The manager like you were to suffer such a reaction would be very troublesome for me. So I installed a cognition filter in your display. While the cognition filter functions, dead employees will look like cute dolls splattered with red paint. Abnormalities, even those who could ravage your mental state just by being in your sight, will be reduced to adorable toys on the screen of your office. Trust me, before the cognition filter was installed, many a manager lost their sanity on that seat. I cannot allow you to join them. The letter Z. Zoo. Oh. Ox. Hey, that's cheating. That's not a place at all. It doesn't count. Oops, didn't know you were here, Sephora. Yes, sir. Sorry. I know we aren't supposed to slack during work hours, but you insisted we... What? You started. You wanted to get back at me for last time, remember? Shut it, you dork. I'll think about the appropriate response to this case later. You two focus on your work. Of course, Sephora, sir. We're sorry. Looks like word chaining is starting to become one of the more popular pastimes here again. Do you happen to enjoy word chaining, manager? Yasad begins to get lost in thought. James, you know you can't enter the cell for work when your mental corruption level's above 80%. It's against the rules. I know. Just this once, please. You know what happens if I fail to finish the assigned work regime. Besides, you know Sally went in at 82% one time and came out just fine. I'm only at 81%. Please? Come on, what are friends for? Extra strict and the employees will end up isolating you. They'll be so lonely. Just kidding. Even if all the employees were to hate you, I'll still be your playmate. You know the word playmate has no place in this corp. Whoops, my bad. Anyway, can I please get back to work now, my lord Yasad? Don't forget I cut you some slack yesterday when we were playing Word Chain. Fine, but just this once. And make sure to take a psychological examination right afterwards. You bet. Thank you, Yasad. See you in a bit. At times, I see hallucinations when I change my clothes. Through the clothing, I can see my skin covered with festering boils. Of course, my body is perfectly fine when I open my eyes. It's come to a point where I've begun to find the sight of my normal skin strange and unnatural. Cannot help but ask myself, why is my body intact? Why is it not rotting? I've asked the other Sephora about those visions, but it seems I'm the only one who experiences this. Complete 6 attachment works. Mission, why won't it rot? Go back to RTX on. No, when the filter is off, that's the equivalent of RTX on. Let's do the Abnormality Countermeasures Manual. Alrighty, Velasquez will now have Fortitude level 3, so that way he can work on the, singing machine. And then I guess Playful Plan can probably start punching the static. Doesn't have high enough. Well, no, fuck, because Instinct, right. Work result is bad. Normal lowered with a normal probability. Higher the Fortitude, lower their success rate. Shit. So then I'm actually gonna have to move you back up to the control team. Yeah, but nobody else has a decently high justice level. Well, no. Oh, no, wait. Lancer got to justice level 3. Okay, nice. So Lancer can actually deal with the static instead. Okay, cool. Velasquez will start working with Singing Machine. And then Playful, you swap with... Playful, you swap with Baby Yoda. Actually, no, I'll keep you down here just in case. Like a backup in case something goes wrong. All right. But for now, I think I am going to have to wrap things up here for tonight. Honestly, those were some pretty good, don't be the stag hells will I increase my justice. I mean, fair. But, yeah. Guess we'll wrap things up there for tonight. Honestly, that was really fun, as tired as my brain now is. But yeah, definitely enjoyed myself. So, let's go ahead and find someone to raid, shall we? Cue the music. Oh wait, wrong one. Let's see, who should we raid tonight? Let's go raid. Let's raid. Let's raid one rat. Why not? And then as for the raid message, let's do... Bean Brigade suffered at the hands of a meat grinder, an arsonist child, and a very annoying bird. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Super appreciate it. Tomorrow night is going to be another installment in our Kingdom Hearts 2 series. Getting pretty close to the end, honestly. And then Thursday is going to be the vote night. So go ahead and join the Discord if you would like to vote on the game that we play on Thursday. And then, of course, Friday is the Nostalgia Night in the Discord. Going to be watching some more Kamen Rider Build. So, yeah. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye! Oh, wait, not Thursday. I meant Wednesday. Doi, brain dump. Anyways, bye!